Hi everyone, welcome to your 7 p.m. yoga class with MAX Ottawa. I'll just let people sign in here. So welcome. My name is Harrison and I will be leading you through your 45-minute power flow yoga class this evening. So before we get started, you're going to need a water bottle, 2 yoga blocks if you have them. If not, you can use a pillow or a blanket or just some sort of support. We're going to be doing a lot of balancing tonight, so at some point you might need to reach down for a block or just something to lean on for some support. And you might also need a towel because we might get a little bit sweaty. I know I sweat a lot, so I always need a towel, so it might just be good to have one just in case. So when you're ready, just find everything you need. Just come to seated and then come onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together. Allow your knees to fall open. Start to take some deep breaths. And then bring your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your heart. And all together, let's take a big deep breath in, filling up the belly, the chest. And through the open mouth, exhale. Again, breathe in, filling up the belly, the ribs, all the way up to the collarbones. And let it go. One more time all together. Breathing in, filling up all the way. Hold it at the top. And exhale, let it all go. So closing your eyes here, starting to notice how your body is feeling, how you're feeling physically, emotionally, and mentally. From here, draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe rock the knees a little bit side to side, massaging at your low back. Give yourself a little bit of love. Now, keep your right knee drawing in towards your right shoulder and send your left foot forward. Flexing into the left foot, sending your toes up towards the sky. Active through the left leg. Then on every inhale, find a little bit of length. Lengthen your right knee. And then every exhale, draw it in a little bit closer. Bring the sole of your left foot onto the mat. Send the sole of your right foot up to the sky, grabbing in behind right thigh, calf, or if you can, reach up to the ankle. Keep your low back grounded here. And just start to flex your right foot, roll out the ankle a little bit. You might hear some cracks. Switch directions of the ankle. And then then bring your right ankle to your left knee, draw your left knee in towards you, and grab either over top of the left knee or grab in behind your left thigh. And your left knee in and send your right knee forward. So it should be a really nice stretch along the outer hip. Keep your right toes flexed. And draw your right knee back towards your right shoulder. And then send your hips over to the right. And with the help of your left hand, draw your right knee over your body, coming into a twist. Again, you might feel a really nice back crack here. Try to keep both shoulder blades grounded. Maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Keep your eyes closed here. Draw your knees back in through center, give yourself a little squeeze. And then this time keep your left knee in, send your right leg forward, activating the right heel, engaging through the toes. And then drawing your left knee in towards your left shoulder. Maybe you can massage out your left hip joint by bringing your knees side to side. Inhale, bring the sole of your right foot to the mat and send the sole of your left foot up towards the sky. Again, grabbing in behind the left leg, finding a nice hamstring and calf stretch. Again, point and flex your toes, waking up your ankles and your calf. Rolling out the ankles, just go clockwise. Switch directions. And this time it's your reclined figure 4 with your left ankle hooking over your right knee, and then reaching wherever you can to draw your right knee in towards you and your left knee away. So again, keeping the left toes flexed towards your knee. Send your right leg forward, your left knee in towards your shoulder. Shift your hips a little bit to the left, and then with the help of your right hand this time, draw your left knee across your body, coming into your reclined twist. So keep both shoulder blades grounded if you can. Close the eyes. Take some deep belly breaths. Inhale, come on back up through center. Again, give yourself one last hug here. Maybe lifting head and shoulders, squeezing in, making a little bow. And then reach in behind your thighs, start to rock and roll up and down the length of your spine. And next time, cross your ankles and come on up to all fours. We're going to meet in tabletop pose. So stacking your shoulders over your wrists, nice neutral spine, hips over knees. And we're just going to take a few rounds of cat-cow here. So on your inhale, you can drop your belly, look up towards the sky, pop your booty out, and exhale, draw everything in towards the center, gazing towards navel, spreading the shoulder blades apart. Again, inhale, drop the belly, look up. And exhale, spread the shoulder blades, bring everything in towards center. Just take a few more rounds at your own pace, following the breath. You come back to your neutral spine, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. So in down dog, you're going to be really rooting down through your hands, spreading your fingers wide apart, pressing down through the palms to lift your hips up and back a little bit further, and intending your heels down towards the mat. So feet can be about hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Maybe inviting a little pedal here, pedaling up the feet, should feel really good. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. Come on back through center, find your down dog. All together, let's take a deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Relax your neck. Maybe shake your head yes. No. Release any tension. And from here, walk your hands back towards your feet. So we're going to meet at the back of the mat in a ragdoll position. So if you don't have your legs straight, that's fine. You can have a slight bend. And just fold over your body here. Arms can either just be reaching down. You can grab for opposite elbows, or you can reach in behind your neck, interlacing the fingers. So whatever feels good in your body tonight, by all means, please take that. Now inhale, bring your hands to your shins, look up, come up halfway to a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up, look up. Then exhale, close your eyes, bring your hands to your chest into a prayer. Just taking a moment here to find your breath, be present, and maybe coming up with some sort of intention for your practice today. So maybe your intention is just to stay focused and stay here for the whole class. Maybe you want to let go of something that's no longer serving you. All together, reach in, breathe in, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Come on up halfway. And then walk your hands back up to the front of your mat, coming into down dog. And then just rolling forward, coming into a high plank. So your shoulders are going to be slightly past your wrists. You're going to spread your shoulder blades apart, protract the shoulders. Engage the glutes, the lower body. And from here, we're going to lower down halfway and push back up. Again, inhale, lower halfway. Push up. One more halfway. And push up. And then we're going to come back to down dog. Roll forward to plank. And then lower down to your belly. So from here, you can keep your hands beside your low ribs. Feet will stay active, pressing into the floor. And then inhale, just lift up your chest, your hands. And then exhale, come down. Again, inhale, lift the chest, lift the hands. Exhale, release. One more all together. And release. Find your way back to table or plank. And then we're going to come back into downward facing dog. So from here, bring your big toes together to touch. And then send your right leg up towards the sky. So keep your toes pointing down towards the ground. And then inhale, you're going to open up your hip, stacking the hips, squaring the shoulders to the front of the room. And then breathe in, bring your right knee towards your right tricep. And then come on back. Right knee to left tricep. And then come on back, three-legged down dog. Bring your knee in towards your nose. And then step your right foot between your hands. Setting up your feet on separate tracks and sending your left foot out 45 degrees. So pressing into the outer borders of your feet. Rise up into warrior one. So keep your front knee stacked over your ankle. Sending your hips towards the front of your mat, so your right hip is pulling back and your left hip is pulling forward. So engaging the core. You can relax your shoulders here. And then we're going to open it up to warrior two. So sending your front knee over your front ankle. Back foot comes parallel to the back of the mat. And then your fingers are reaching towards the front and the back of the room. Stack your shoulders over your hips. And just gaze over your front hand. So sending your right hip open. And then lean back, bring your back hand to your leg, and reach overhead, coming into reverse warrior. And then exhale, come on forward to side angle. So you're going to bring your right elbow to your right knee. Top hand reaches up towards the sky. And then come on back up, reverse. And then back up to warrior two. Now from here, straighten your right leg. Turn your hips face towards the front of the room. Lean your upper body forward as far as you can go. And then you're going to bring your right hand to meet your right ankle. And send your left arm up towards the sky. So, triangle pose. So keep opening up through the chest. And tend your left hand back. And then come on back up, warrior two. And then step up to the front of your mat. Stabilize through your right leg. And we're going to bring our left knee towards our chest. So interlacing around the left knee. And keep hold of the left knee with your right hand. And then we're going to twist open to the left side of the mat. So you're sending your left hand towards the back of your space. Maybe gaze over your left shoulder. Find your balance. Breathe. Find a single point of focus that'll actually help. And come on back through center. Reach your arms up. And bring your left heel in towards your left glute. So really squeezing it in. And just invite a slight pulse here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet together at the front of your mat and fold forward. So inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, come back down, forward fold. Inhale, come on up halfway. And then exhale, plant your palms, step your feet back, coming into high plank. This time we're going to go down. You can either do a chaturanga or come down to your belly. So we're going to do cobra or up dog. So lower down halfway, 90 degrees. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Just take 3 breaths here. This time it's your left leg going up towards the sky. So toes pointing down, hips are square. And then bend, stack, and open your left knee. And then bring your left knee to your left tricep. Exhale, come on back. Inhale your left knee to your right tricep. Exhale, come on back. And then inhale, bring your left knee in towards your nose, hold it there. And step the left knee through. So again, setting up your feet on separate tracks here. Spinning your right foot out 45 degrees, coming out to the outer borders of both feet. And we'll rise up, warrior one, the front of the mat. So squaring your hips to the front. This time it's your left hip coming back, right hip forward. Making sure that your alignment's good. So you're going to make sure that your left knee's over your left ankle. Shoulders are stacking over ribs. And let's open it up, warrior two. So this time your right foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Your left hip is opening. You're on the outer borders of both feet still. Shoulders are stacked over ribs. Ribs stacked over your hips. And really active through the hands here. So you're pushing out towards the front and the back of the room. And gazing over your left fingertips. Now inhale, reverse. And then exhale, come on through to your side angle pose. So left elbow to left knee, opening the top shoulder. Top arm is reaching directly up towards the sky. And then come on back up, we'll reverse one more time. And then come on up back to warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Intend your hips to the front of the space. Lean forward, and then bring your left hand down to meet your left ankle. Reaching up with the right hand. Now if you can't reach here, that's fine. This is when your yoga blocks come in handy, or any of the support you have. And you can also just reach wherever works for you. So just as long as you're opening your top shoulder, and you've got your left leg as straight as possible. So still active through both legs. And come on back up, warrior two. And then this time we're going to step through, stabilize through our left leg, and bring your right leg in towards your chest. So finding your balance at the front of your mat. Interlacing fingers around the right knee. And then this time keep a hold of your right knee with your left hand, and then twist your body open towards the right. So again, gazing over the right shoulder. Find one spot of focus. Stay active through all points of your body. And then come on back up through the center. Hands reach up towards the sky. And then bring your right heel to your right glute. And again, we'll invite that pulse. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your right foot down towards the mat. And fold forward. Come on up halfway. Exhale, fold. Reach up, look up, breathe in. And fold forward. So come on down to your knees. Maybe this is a good time to take a sip of water before we go on to our next sequence. And we're just going to find child's pose. You can either take your knees wide, keep them together, and just send your hips back towards your heels. Reach forward, or you can bring your arms down by your side with your palms facing out. Just take a second here to reset before we move on. All right. On back up, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. So inhale your right leg up towards the sky. Bend, stack, and open your hip. And then inhale, bring your right knee towards your right tricep. Maybe this time you'll take a push-up. And then come on back. Right knee, left tricep. Again, optional push-up. Right knee back, three-legged dog. And then step it on through between your hands, coming on up into warrior one. So again, feet on separate tracks, back foot is on a 45-degree angle, making sure you've got your alignment. And then come on up. Now this time, we're going to find an interlace behind our back. So interlacing your fingers at low back. Take a slight back bend here, look up towards the sky. And then exhale, dive in between your right thigh. Landing humble warrior. So sending your knuckles up towards the sky. Deep breaths. Inhale, come on back up. And then exhale, we're going to open it up again to warrior two. So sending your left foot parallel to the back of the mat. Reaching out from fingertip to fingertip. Super active through the arms, the legs. You're on the outer borders of both feet. And then inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, come on through to side angle. Now this time you're welcome to take a bind. So you can bring your left hand to your low back. Reach under your right leg with your right hand and find your hands underneath. So if you've got the bind, just make sure that you're keeping your shoulders rolling open up towards the sky. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, let it go. Come on up, reverse. And then this time really stabilize to your right leg and your right foot. Maybe grab your block if you have it handy. And you're going to just lean forward and float your back leg off the ground. So find your support if you have a block. That's great. So this is half moon pose. So you're opening up your left hip, really grounding down through the standing leg. Opening up the top shoulder. So your shoulders are stacking, your hips are stacking, you're super active through every point of your body. Lots of balance and strength in this pose. It's even really hard for me, wow. Ooh. And from here, come on back, reverse warrior. And then we're gonna bring our left knee in towards our chest again. Interlacing fingers around the left knee. And then twist and open it up to the left side of your space. Come on back through to center. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Send your left heel towards your left glute. And then this time you can reach back. You're welcome to stay here if you like. If you want to add on, you can reach back with your left hand. So find the outer border of your left foot with your left hand. And then keeping your hips square, you're going to kick your left foot into your left hand and lean forward slightly, keeping your right arm forward to counterbalance here. So finding your dancer pose. So this is a great chest opener. It's really good for balance and focus. So find one point of focus. One more deep breath in here. And then exhale, step your feet together and forward fold. Come on up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, look up towards the sky, maybe slight back bend. And exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands to your knees, look up halfway. And then plant your palms, stepping back into high plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. This time send your left leg up towards the sky. Bend, stack, and open your left hip. So keeping the shoulders square in front of the space as best as you can. And then draw your left knee to your left tricep. Again, you have that optional push-up. Send the left leg back. This time it's left elbow, right tricep. Optional push-up. Send it back. And this time bring your left knee in towards your nose, stepping your left foot between your hands. Again, bringing the back foot out to 45 degrees, finding the outer borders of both feet. And then come on up, warrior one. So hips square to the front. Chest and shoulders are also square to the front of the room. And then find your interlace again, but this time try to find different grip, so the odd way. Again, take a slight back bend, lean back, look up, and then exhale, fold to the inside of your left leg. Bring your knuckles up towards the sky. Again, you can shake your head here, yes, no. And then come on back up, warrior one. And exhale, open it up, warrior two. So right foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Front knee is stacking over front ankle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Then exhale, side angle pose. So again, if you want to take that bind, now is the time. So reaching your left hand underneath you, right arm behind you, finding the fingers for an interlace, and rolling the top shoulder open wherever you are. One more deep breath here. Exhale, let it go. Come on back up, reverse warrior. And then exhale, we're gonna come back into half moon on the other side. So really find your balance, stabilize through the front foot, front leg, and then lift up your back leg, opening up the hip, and reaching up towards the sky with your right hand. So again, find that block or support if you need it. Everything is stacking and engaged here. So your back foot, your toes should be flexed in towards your knee. Opening the top shoulder, opening the hip. Find one single point of focus to help you find your balance. And then from here, step back, warrior two. And then you're gonna bring your right knee in towards your chest, interlacing around the right knee with your fingers. And then keeping a hold of the right knee with your left hand, open up your chest towards the right. So again, you can gaze back to find your right hand. And then send your arms up towards the sky, keep the right knee in towards you, and then send the right heel to find your right glute. Then we have the option to take dancer here again, so you're welcome to just stay here, this is also really good. Or you can reach back with your right hand, find the outer border of the right foot, stabilize through the left leg, and then kick your right foot into your right hand, opening up the chest. Keeping your left arm forward, finding a nice counterbalance, keeping your hips square here. Lift your leg as high as you can. And then exhale, step your legs together, reach up, look up, and then exhale, forward fold. Come on up halfway. Exhale, step back into high plank. Lower down halfway or to your belly. Find cobra or upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Now from here, come on down to your knees. Just find a seat. And since we didn't do core at the beginning of class, we were supposed to, we will get that in now. So we're gonna find boat pose. So sitting comfortably, and then bring your feet up, bring your shins parallel to the mat, and then reach your arms forward. So you're finding a straight spine, activating through your core. And then inhale, we're gonna lower halfway. And exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, bring it back up. 2 more times together. Lower. Up. And then this time lower, even you can send your arms up behind you. Find a slight flutter kick of the heels and the feet. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Whew. And from here, rock and roll your way back up into table pose. Now we're just going to come down to our belly, bringing your big toes together, letting your heels fall open. Bring your arms by your side, palms facing up towards the sky. Then just bring your right ear to the mat. Just catch your breath. Maybe close down the eyes. Switch ears. And coming back up into table pose. Just bring your heels out to the right. And we're going to work our way down to our back. So if you have a mat or a pillow now, or not a mat, sorry, a block or a pillow, now is a good time to grab it. We're going to come into supported bridge pose. So bring your heels in towards your glutes. See if you can reach down with your fingers to find your heels. And then just lift up your hips. You can slide your block or your pillow underneath your low back, your sacrum, either on the lowest level or the second level. If you want a little bit more of a challenge here, you don't have to use the block or support. You can interlace your fingers below your low back, shift your shoulder blades underneath your body, and just send your hips up towards the sky. Or if you still have a lot of energy left and you want to bring this into a wheel, you're going to come back down to where we started. Bring your palms flat down towards your ears, fingers facing towards the front of your mat. And then lift up your hips and your upper body. So squeezing your glutes. We're going to just hang out here for 5 breaths or so. On your next exhale, find your way back onto your back. And then just bring your knees to touch, send your feet mat width apart. Just allow your knees to fall in towards each other. Bring your arms out into a T or a cactus shape beside you. And just allow your knees to windshield wiper side to side. The next time your knees drop towards the right, just hold there. If you want to add on a little bit here, you can hook your right ankle over your left knee, turning your left knee closer down towards the ground. And you can look over your left shoulder if you'd like, or you can just keep gazing up towards the sky. You can close your eyes here, all the hard work is done now, so we're just going to work our way into Shavasana. Unhook the knee if you've got it crossed. Then come on back up through to center, and then drop your knees over towards the left. Again, you have that same option to hook left knee over left ankle over right knee. And just settle into this, and you can look over your right shoulder. Draw your knees back in through to center. Give yourself one more big hug, thanking yourself for all the hard work you've just done for your body. And then exhale, let it go, coming into Shavasana, your final resting shape. So you can allow your feet to flop open, take up as much space as you can, palms facing up towards the sky. All together, let's take one more deep breath. Let it all go. Slowly starting to wake up your body. Wiggling the fingers a little bit. Wiggling the toes. Rolling out through wrists and ankles. Rock your head side to side. And then roll over onto your right side, making a pillow for your head with your right bicep, into fetal position. Keeping your eyes closed, come up into a comfortable seated position at the top of your mat. So crossing your legs, if this is uncomfortable for you, you can grab your pillow, grab your block, stick it under your bum. Just closing your eyes. Bring your palms to meet up above your forehead. Thank you all for joining me this evening for your power flow. I hope you all enjoyed the class. Stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. Namaste.